Good morning, student. Today I am going to start new topic, which is torque on a current carrying coil placed in uniform magnetic field. And student, see the diagram carefully. Here a rectangular coil PQRS, which are suspended in uniform magnetic field B, length PQ and RS, which is taken to be what? L, and breadth SP and QR, which is taken to be B. And student, let I be the current flowing in this rectangular loop in anti-clockwise direction. And student, here theta is the angle which plane of the coil. Theta is the angle which plane of the coil makes with uniform magnetic field B. And student, you know that when any current carrying conductor which is placed into the uniform magnetic field, it experiences force, and the magnitude of force F equal to ILB sin theta, and in vector form it is written as vector F equal to IL vector cross B vector. So student, here rectangular coil which is made by 4 R, PQ, QR, RS and SP. And this rectangular coil which is made by 4 arm, and each arm experience a force because they carry a current of I and placed into the uniform magnetic field. So first of all, force acting on the arm SP, force acting on arm SP. And student, we know that this force denoted by what is F4, and I am writing here in vector form, that is what ILB. L means what? Length. Which length? SP. And this is what? Current element vector. So that is what it is written as ILB sin theta. IL cross B. So here L can be taken as SP vector, and magnetic field, that is what? B. And student, SP, that is what? Taken to be what? B. Breadth, that is what? B. But plane of the coil makes an angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field. But we are considering the force experienced by arm SP. So direction of the current element in this direction. So angle between magnetic field and the current element vector, that is what? 180 minus theta. See clearly here. So angle between SP and magnetic field in this case, that is written as, and SP, that is what? Small b. This will be capital B, and this is angle 180 minus theta. So and SP, that is what? B. That is what? Magnitude of magnetic field. So it comes out to be that I BB and sin 180 minus theta sin theta. So force magnitude of this force acting on the arm SP, that is what? IBB sin theta. This is equation 1. And direction of this force can be determined by right hand thumb rule or vector product. So first vector, that is what? SP. So our stretching finger in the direction of the SP and rotate stretching finger in the direction of magnetic field, then thumb will give the direction of magnetic field. So direction of magnetic field acting on the arm SP, which is what? Outward. So direction of force acting in the plane of paper, in the plane of coil, in the plane of coil directed upward by using vector product SP rotate in the direction of magnetic field. So force experienced by arm SP, that is what? Upward. So direction of the force F4 acting on arm SP in the plane of coil directed upward. Student, this is equation number 1 and this is the magnitude of force, that is what? F4. And student, now I am going to find the direction of force on arm QR, which is denoted by here what? F2, current flowing, that is what? I, and here QR means current element makes an angle what? Theta. So here sin theta only we use. So similarly, force acting on arm, force acting on arm QR, force acting on arm QR, and student, it can be written as what? Another. So it is written as here F2 force acting on arm QR, F2 equal to ILB sin theta, but in vector form F2 equal to I, in place of length vector we write here QR vector into magnetic field, that is what? B, and here again QR, that is what? B. Already you know that an angle between the QR length current element and magnetic field, that is what? Theta, and cross product, so it can be written as I B B QR, that is what? Small b, and angle between them is what? Sin theta. So magnitude in terms of this force B sin theta, and this is equation 2. And direction of this force, student, see clearly here current element, that is what? QR, first vector in terms of in the direction of stretching finger in the direction of what? QR, and rotate in the direction of magnetic field. So direction of the force acting on Q, direction of force acting in the plane of coil, directed inward. Here direction of magnetic pole in the plane of paper directed upward, and direction of force on arm QR. And student, see the magnitude of F2 and F4, that is from equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2 we see that from equation 1 and 2 we see that F2 vector and F4 vector. From equation 1 and 2 we see that vector F2 and vector F4, their magnitude is what? Same, IBB sin theta, acting in opposite direction, and their line of action, that is what? Same. So they will cancel each other. So there will be no effect of force F2 and F4 on the loop PQRS, which is placed into the uniform magnetic field. So from equation 1 and 2 we see that F2 and F4 are equal in magnitude but acting in opposite direction and their line of action is same, so they cancel each other. So they cancel out each other. So the force F2 and F4 which have no effect on the coil PQRS which is placed into the uniform magnetic field. Now student, now I am going to find the direction of force acting on the arm PQ and RS. Now student, force acting on arm PQ. In the same way student, here angle between magnetic field and PQ length, that is what, 90 degree. So that is what, this will be what, 90 degree. So we have chosen here PQ, that is what, force acting on arm PQ, that is what, F1 vector. And student, here we write IL, that is what, PQ vector, ILB cross. So it can be written as, here angle between PQ, current element and magnetic field, that is what, 90. So it can be written as IL PQ, that is what, LP ILB sine 90, and it can be written as ILB. And direction of this force, direction of this force F1, direction of this force perpendicular to acting perpendicular to plane of coil directed towards reader. So here length, current element vector PQ and magnetic field which are perpendicular to each other. So direction of the force on arm PQ can be determined by Fleming left hand rule. And students, see that force on arm PQ, direction of magnetic field, that is what, towards right, which is perpendicular to PQ, and direction of the current which is shown by the central finger. So students see that direction of the force acting on arm PQ which is perpendicular to the plane of the coil and towards reader. So here direction of this force F1 acting perpendicular to the plane of coil directed towards reader, and its magnitude can be written as what, F1. This is equation what, 3. Similarly student, force acting on arm RS, force acting on arm RS in the same way, and here force, that is what, F3. So F3 can be written as, here also angle between the magnetic field and the current element, that is what, 90 degree. So F3 can also be written as I, current same, and that is what, RS vector into what, magnetic field, ILB sin theta. I L cross B, and it can be written as I RS, that is what, L B, and it is also angle between current element and magnetic field, that is what, 90. So it can be also written as what, I L B. So in magnitude F3 can be written as, this is equation 4. And student, also direction of force on arm RS can also be determined by Fleming left hand rule, because angle between RS and magnetic field are 90 degree. So student, magnetic field, that is what, right direction, and RS central finger. So direction of the force acting on RS, which is perpendicular to the plane of the coil, directed away from the reader. So direction of force acting F3 acting perpendicular to the plane of coil, directed away from coil, directed away from reader, So force on arm PQ, which is directed towards the reader, and force on arm RS, which is acting away from the reader. But magnitude of F1 and F3, that is what, ILB, and also here what, ILB. So student, from the figure we can see that the magnitude of force F1 and F3, which is acting on R, PQ and RS, that is what, equal. They are parallel to each other, acting in opposite direction, and their line of action is what, different. This is the main point. The magnitude of F1 and F3, that is what, same. They are parallel but acting in opposite direction, and their line of action means force acting F1 and F2, force acting on PQ and RS, their line of action, that is what, different. So they form a couple, and this couple rotate the coil PQRS in anti-clockwise direction along a dotted line. So student, since F1 vector and F3 vector acting in opposite direction, parallel. Since F2 and F3 acting in opposite direction, parallel, they are parallel, but their line of action is different. So they form So they form couple which this couple rotate, which rotate the coil PQRS in anti-clockwise direction, about dotted line. So torque acting on the coil. So torque acts on coil. So torque acts on a coil, and you know that torque, that is what? Force acting on either arm into perpendicular distance between two forces, F1 and F2. F1 and perpendicular distance between F1 and F3. And student, torque acting on the coil, due to which coil start rotating anti-clockwise direction about dotted line. Force, that is what? Magnitude of force F1 and F3, that is what? Same from third and fourth equation, ILB. But what is the perpendicular distance between F1 and F2? So student, force acting on arm PQ, that is what? Upward direction, and force acting on RS, that is what? Downward direction, means towards reader, away from the reader. So that is what? And this is SP, and here force acting, that is what? F1, and here force acting, that is what? F3. So we draw another diagram, that is what? SP, and here force F3, F2, which is equal to what? That is what? F2 not F1. Force acting on, that is what? At point P, which is acting towards reader, which is shown by ILB, and here that is what? Force F3, which is ILB. And what is the perpendicular distance between two? So angle between SP, that is what? A magnetic field. So here also a magnetic field. Angle between SP and magnetic field, that is what? Theta. So this will be what? Theta. And we have to find the perpendicular distance between what? F1 and F3. And we have to find this distance, and we have to find this distance, because if we produce in the upward direction, so F1 here, F3 here, so what is perpendicular distance? And student, you know that SP, that is what? This is the breadth of the rectangular coil. So SP, that is what? B. This is angle theta. So this angle must also be what? Theta. So student, we have to find this perpendicular distance between F1 and F3. So base by hypotenuse. So base by hypotenuse, and hypotenuse, that is what? B. So this perpendicular comes out to be that between F1 and F3. Perpendicular distance between F1 and F3 comes out to be, that is what? Base by hypotenuse. So this base comes out to be B cos theta. So perpendicular distance between F1 and F3 from this diagram, which is B cos theta. And force on either arm, F1 or F3, that is what? Same. So here we write I, L, B, and perpendicular distance between them is what? B cos theta. And student, L cross B, that is what? Area of coil PQ RS. So in this way we write torque acting on the coil PQRS. So torque can be written as I in place of L cross B, we write IA B cos theta, where A equal to L cross B, which is area of loop, area of coil. And if loop contains n number of turns, if coil contains n number of turns, then formula comes out to be that tau is equal to n I A B cos theta, n I A B cos theta. And student, this formula comes out to be that in the case when, listen carefully, when plane of coil makes an angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field. Listen carefully. If plane of the coil makes an angle theta with direction of magnetic field, then we use formula tau is equal to NIAB cos theta. And student, but m equal to what? NIA, and this m is known as magnetic dipole moment. M, that is known as magnetic dipole moment. Magnetic dipole moment. If number of turns, that is what? Single. So M can be written as IA. So SI unit of magnetic dipole moment, that is what? SI unit of magnetic dipole moment, that is what? Ampere meter square. If coil contains a large number of turns, so M equal to NIA. And student, already I have explained to you that in a circular current loop, magnetic field on the axis of circular current loop, and we find that every circular loop, every current loop behaves like a magnetic dipole. So here PQRS, which is a rectangular coil which is placed into the uniform magnetic field, so this coil also behaves like a magnetic dipole. And if it behaves like a magnetic dipole, so it has a magnetic dipole moment. So this is the NIA, that is what? Magnetic dipole moment. And so formula comes out to be that, student, tau equal to MB cos theta. And this formula comes out to be that only in case when plane of the coil makes an angle theta with the direction of magnetic field. Listen carefully. Now student, see the diagram. If normal drawn, this is the normal, where drawn? If normal drawn on the plane of coil makes an angle alpha with magnetic field, this is the, if normal drawn on the plane of coil, if next important point, if normal drawn on the plane of coil, makes an angle angle alpha from what? From magnetic field B. If normal drawn on the plane of coil makes an angle alpha with B. So student, this is total, that is what? 90. So alpha plus theta, which is equal to what? 90. So from figure alpha plus theta, which is what? 90, and we have to write in place of theta. So theta comes out to be, that is what? 90. In place of theta we put 90 minus alpha, and so this is equation fifth. So from equation fifth, so tau equal to mb. In place of cos theta we put cos 90 minus alpha. So student, and cos 90 minus alpha sin alpha, mb sin alpha, and m, that is what? Here m is a magnetic dipole moment which is a vector quantity. B is the magnetic field which is also a vector quantity. So mb sin alpha, so it is a cross product of magnetic dipole moment and magnetic field, and torque is also a vector quantity. So this formula can be written as tau in vector form, torque acting on the magnetic dipole, that is tau is equal to m cross b, and this is the torque acting on a current carrying coil placed into the uniform magnetic field. Vector tau equal to vector m cross vector b, and this formula is only written when normal drawn on the plane of the coil makes an angle alpha with the direction of the magnetic field. So we use tau is equal to mb sin alpha, and if plane of the coil makes an angle theta with the direction of the magnetic field, then the formula of torque can be written as tau equal to mb cos theta. So in vector form, torque acting on current carrying coil placed in the uniform magnetic comes out to be that tau is equal to vector tau is equal to vector m cross vector b. Thank you.